Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Welcome to episode of Shawn Green Show. My name is Shawn Green. Hey, how are y'all doing? This nice, good Memorial. Looks like it's good Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. I know a lot of y'all going to the park, going to the beach. If you can go to the beach, go right now. Trust me, y'all gonna want to go right now, so that way you have a good time and everything. Trust me, it's gonna get packed. Also, hey, we also had a couple of drownings basically at a couple of our beaches basically. If there's no lifeguard, don't go in the water and swim. Common sense. If there's no lifeguard, don't go to the water and swim. Please, please, please. As right now, whatnot, both Connecticut, New York, and Jersey have tough time trying to find lifeguards. Why? Because they don't want to pay nobody. But please, if there's no lifeguard, do not go into the water, please. Especially with these riptides and everything, just don't do it. Please, don't do it for real. Ain't nothing wrong just walking in the water, you know, feet wet, but don't go deep in the water. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, please. Please, man, because y'all gonna get hurt. Next you know, what, you're gonna come in my domain when I become a healthcare worker in the hospital. That we gotta save our lives. That we the ones that gotta tell the parents. You know what I mean? Please don't do it. Don't, please. All right, let's hey. There was no NBA games last night, but there's a NBA game today, Game 7 at 8:30 on TNT. And it's Miami and Boston, and it's back in Boston, and it couldn't. All I know is this: if Miami does not play as a team, they're done. Foot surgery, basically. Remember, he injured his foot earlier this year, earlier the second half of the season. He's going to need surgery, and if he does get the surgery, basically, he should be ready by training camp. He should be ready by training camp, which most likely means basically I know what Leg is trying to say. He was playing hurt. He was playing hurt. Yeah. But he is gonna need surgery basically. He needs surgery. He should be able to train. Because if he does come back, which I believe LeBron's gonna come back. Also, NBA news basically. Dallas Mavericks said this: they're not interested in a sign and trade for D'Angelo Russell. Basically, what they was thinking about that hopefully the Dallas Mavericks does is sign Kyrie Irving and then trade Kyrie Irving for D'Angelo Russell. That's what they're thinking about doing, but Dallas Mavericks says, we're not interested. In a way, I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. I really don't. And basically, Mark Cuban basically is like, you know what? Well, if he signs with Dallas, he's staying with Dallas. And I don't blame him. I really don't. I really don't. And hey, I really don't. If Kyrie Irving does want to go to the Lakers, he may have to go with less money. But knowing him, he's not going to do that. He really isn't. If he's that loyal to LeBron James as he says he is, as he says he is, again, that's a wait and see. Again, that's a wait and see. Also, this right here, I'm like, it's about time. I'm saying this right here. It's about time. For real. I mean, I like Lonzo Ball. Good player, good basketball player. But when he got hurt, I was like, damn. His career's over. Then he went through experimental surgery, a ligament replacement basically. Basically, they had the actual, you know how when you got like a heart transplant like that, it's an actual ligament transplant of the ligament and replacement, which is experimental, right? He still hasn't been playing. My man hasn't played in the NBA since 2021. And I mean, I'm not gonna say this. Walker Rosen needs help. I guess the Bulls are basically tired of waiting, and they said, basically they're saying they believe he's never gonna play again, which he's not gonna play again. He's not. Once you injure that ligament, you're done. I mean, I can't think on top of my head whoever came back from that. Hardly nobody. In basketball, you need that ligament. Baseball, again, it's more easier when I dog. I know he's a good ball player. Dan was damn good. Bulls was nice with him to line up. But once you injure that ligament, you're done. You're just done, and I feel sorry for the dude. I really do. They really do, and basically, I'm guessing the Bulls is coming to the satisfaction that they need to just move on, and which honestly they do need to move on. They really do. I mean, I know it sucks. It sucks, but they got to, because DeRozan needs help down there in Chicago. He really does. You got good people in free agency, and you don't want to cut Lonzo. But I think he got one more year left of the contract, or basically they can cut him something like that. Just do it and then sign some good free agents. But you got some damn good free agents coming up this off season. They need to get DeRozan some help down in Chicago. They really, really do. And if it means basically this dude Lonzo Ball getting cut, or they think about no more move on from him, they gotta move on from him. I know it sucks, it does. But hey, there's certain injuries, man. You know you're not coming back from. You might as well just say, you know what, time to retire. And he's young. Except that he's young too. That's the messed up part. He is just young. Damn. I mean, I feel for him. Of all of his brothers, he the best one. He was the best one. Also, Lakers coach David Ham is calling out the GMs and owners, basically. He's saying basically he calls the overwhelmed the lack of patience in NBA amid firing of big name coaches. I see what he's saying, because, like for instance, everybody know Monty. For instance, let me say the example. You know how Monty Williams turned down basically the Detroit Pistons job, which way I don't blame him. Here's why. That's a young team with a whole bunch of problems. If he was to sign on to that team, he knows that the ownership is not going to give him chances to build that team up. Like for instance, that team is going to take years for that team to build a team up the way it's supposed to be. It's not going to take 1 year. It's not going to take 2 years. It may take 3 or more. And some ownership are not willing to be that patient, basically, and give coaches that much time to build a team up. Some are not willing to do that. They're not. They really are not, and that's what he's basically saying. They're not. They're not willing to do that. They want immediate response, like right then and there. Which a lot of times, with certain teams, you could do that. Certain teams, you're not. Like for instance, Detroit, you can't, because it's not a free agent destination spot. They got to build through the draft, and that takes time. Same thing with the Spurs. But with the Spurs is the ownership is given Popovich ample amount on time. They're patient with Pop. Extreme patient with Pop. And it's been paying off throughout this entire career. It's been paying off. It really has. But hey, certain teams are not willing to be patient. They really are. That's what he's saying. In a way, I kind of agree. You're not willing to be patient. You're not willing to say, you know what? Now I'm gonna be patient with her, and you just want to immediate response right then and there. Everybody wants to win that championship right then and there. If you can't get out of here and find somebody else, gotta find somebody else. For real. It's almost sort of what Larry Brown said I put yesterday, where he said basically whether or not the players want to run the team, not the coaches, and it's true. And it's true, because you got players that, like honest, I'll probably be like, well, either you get rid of me or get rid of him. Basically, because I don't like this coach. Why? Like this coach went out because he's being stern to you. He's pushing you the way he's supposed to be pushed. For real. Yeah, I agree with David Hampstead. I kind of agree with him. I really do. Things do got to change, basically, whatnot. in the NBA. When I get these coaches a chance, damn. Especially if you know your team